After a period with players like Messi, Eto'o, David Villa, Luis Suarez and Neymar, when Barcelona's attack was feared all throughout the world, their attack became the laughingstock of Europe for a while, with players like Luc de Jong and Martin Braithwaite. Now though, they're finally starting to recover, and Joao Felix might be the final piece of the puzzle to make this attack feared again all throughout of Europe. But why does he fit in that perfectly? And why can he redeem himself this season at Barcelona? Well, that's what we're going to discuss in this video, so make sure to stay tuned. First of all, let's just look at the exact problem that Barcelona had that Joao Felix will just perfectly solve. Before his arrival, Barcelona had an attack with a real right winger, striker, but no actual pure left winger. Gavi played at left wing as more of a high interior, which means that Alejandro Balde was supposed to be the player to really occupy the left side as the offensive left back. Gavi was supposed to play in the space between the left side, Lewandowski and the midfield, but he wasn't actually the ideal player for this. He might not have played in the typical left winger role, but as he was still a player in the attacking front line, he did lack some key qualities that such players do need to have. He doesn't really shoot from outside of the box or doesn't take players on a 1v1, he doesn't look for crosses into the box too much either. Long story short, he wasn't really a threat in front of goal, something that you do want your attacking players to be. His qualities were more so to retain the ball up there, to be creative in the link play and to recover balls. But Xavi just didn't get the actual potential out of this role by playing Gavi up there. With Joao Felix though, he's now finally got the perfect player for this role on his hands. Joao Felix isn't an actual pure left winger. He's not like Neymar, Vinicius or Jeremy Doku. He isn't the type of player to constantly stick to that wing, ask for the ball and starts to look to dribble from there. But the good thing is that Xavi's system doesn't need a pure left winger either. At the left side, Alejandro Balde is supposed to occupy the outer left space, while the so-called left winger is more supposed to roam in between the middle and that left space. On the right, it's different. There, the right winger is supposed to occupy the outer right space, while the right back, now Joao Cancelo, is more of the interior one out of the two. And that roaming role on the left side actually fits Joao Felix perfectly. Think about what kind of player he is. He's not slow, but not the fastest either. He's very creative, meaning he's always on the lookout for runs, always looking at where his teammates are and always looking for very dynamic link-up play. Think about Barcelona's second goal against Real Betis. That perfectly illustrates his creative football mind. He's great at shooting as well, and he's always just been known as a roaming player. The kind of player who plays in the space behind the striker in attack, doesn't really have one place to be at, and will always look to be in that position that allows him to create. He's a roamer, just like Messi and Griezmann for example. When Messi played for Barcelona in 2015, he was a so-called right winger who was more of a roamer and would be wherever his natural instinct would lead him. Suarez was a very dynamic striker and Neymar was the one who stuck to his wing and kept the pitch wide. There's a lot of similarities with Barcelona's current attack there. A roamer on one side, an actual winger on the other side and a world-class high football IQ striker who's very dynamic. We all know how good that attack was, and Barcelona's current attack might never become as good, but with the same blueprint, with the same clarity over how it actually all needs to come together on the pitch, this is looking very promising. So Joao Felix is supposed to play in that role, as a creative roamer in the left attacking space, the role that perfectly fits his abilities. And contrary to Gavi, Joao Felix is someone who will go for a shot sometimes, someone who will try to dribble sometimes. Someone who will naturally just look to create goal-scoring opportunities faster than Gavi. But with someone as dynamic as Joao Felix, who is naturally gifted in link-up play and positional awareness in attack, you will also have a way more dynamic attack. Joao Felix can easily change positions with Lewandowski at some moments, or even with the right winger, just to create chaos for defenders. And you cannot tell me that Gavi was going to do such things. Apart from that, he'll just look to combine with Lewandowski way more than Gavi did. And as Lewandowski is also someone with a real natural talent to understand attacking link-up play, the Felix-Lewandowski connection might become a real nightmare for defenders to have to defend. For Lewandowski, we've already seen this happen with Thomas Müller at Bayern Munich, so we know that he has the potential of forming deadly partnerships if you combine him with the right type of players. And surprise surprise, just like Joao Felix, Thomas Müller was also the kind of roaming attacker with an incredible talent to understand link-up play. That's why Joao Felix at Barca looks very, very promising. Xavi just needed one thing, and it was the right kind of player to play in that roaming role on the left. With Gavi, he had someone who was great at retaining the ball and recovering balls, but just not someone with the best attacking instincts. Joao Felix perfectly solves those problems. This role basically solves his problems. It's what he's always been looking for. It fits his abilities like a glove. It's just the perfect combination of a player with his role in the team. Just imagine for a moment though that Messi had come back to Barcelona this summer. Do you still think that Joao Felix would have had the same kind of opportunity again in that case? Because we know that Messi is similar in that he loves to play in a creative roaming role as well. And part of the reason that other creative roamers like Coutinho and Griezmann failed at Barcelona was the fact that they were just too similar to Messi, and you can only have one real roamer in your team and Messi won't be benched. So just realize this. With Messi, Joao Felix might have not even been signed in the first place, but he certainly wouldn't have had the same kind of opportunity that he does have now. Now he's got the perfect chance to redeem his career and to turn Barcelona's attack into the best in the world. So it's really looking very promising for this season. That was it for today's video. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed it, and feel free to share your own opinion in the comments down below. Forza Barça, Forza Joao Felix, and have a good day.